So, good morning guys. This is my report about peripheral nervous system. The definition of peripheral nervous system of the what is it? Definition: the nervous system of the body is split into two parts: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system made up of two brains and spinal cord components. The peripheral nervous system is all the nerves that branch out from the central nervous system component and extend to other parts of the body to sense organs, muscle, and glands. The peripheral nervous system connects the central nervous system to the rest of the body. The function of peripheral nervous system. The primary function of peripheral nervous system is to connect the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body and the external environment. The peripheral nervous system transmits information to and from the central nervous system. This is accomplished through nerves that carry information from sensory receptors in the eyes, ears, skin, nose, and tongue, as well as stress receptors and nociceptors in muscle glands and the other internal organs. The sense organs are able to detect changes in the environment and relay information through the sensory nerves to the CNS or central nervous system. The brain can send signal through the nerves to the muscle, resulting in the muscle to move response. Therefore, there is always a stream of incoming and outgoing information between PNS or peripheral nervous system and CNS and the body through the form of nerve impulse. The main function of PNS are voluntary movements such as chewing food, if we eat, walking, if we walk around. Facial expression is like if we saw something or to make us happy, like smiling with handsome guy, something like that. Facial expression. The PNS also regulates autonomic functions such as breathing, heart rate, and digesting. The unconscious bodily behavior. The PNS, those especially important for humans to survive. Unlike the CNS, which is protected by the skull and the vertebrae of the spine, the nerves and the cell of the PNS are not enclosed by bones. This makes the PNS more susceptible to damage by trauma. Parts of peripheral nervous system. The PNS can provide into a component, the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system are both part of the peripheral nervous system. The CNS controls voluntary actions such as walking. The ANS is responsible for controlling vital functions such as heartbeat and breathing. It is also involves the acute stress response, where it works with the endocrine system to prepare the body fight or flight. This is my trivia of peripheral nervous system. Like number 1, consists of cortical and peripheral nerves that branch out and connect all body parts to CNN. Each nerve consists of a bundle of nerve fibers surrounded by connective tissues. Each nerve fiber surround bundle of nerves fiber. Central nervous system and peripheral. This is the diagram. This is my diagram. To connect. This is the peripheral nervous system. And what is it? Down. This is the peripheral nervous system, and this is the motors. This is the somatic nervous system, and sympathetic nervous system, autonomic nervous system, and parasympathetic nervous system. So somatic nervous system is associated with activities traditionally through as conscious or voluntary. The somatic nervous system is the key of carrying message throughout the body in the order to intimate and controlling movements. Like through learning, sight, touch, as well as motor information, which then carry signal and form the CNS. This is so it can interpret sensory information and control voluntary movements. The somatic nervous system is involved in the relay sensory and motor information and from the CNN. Therefore, it is consists of motor neutrons and sensory neutrons. Sensory neutrons is also known as afferent neutrons. They are send information to the CNS from the internal organs, glands, muscle, and skin, or from internal stimuli through sound, heat, touch, and light. For instance, when touching a true surface, this information will be transmitted through the sensory neutrons to the brain. Motor neutrons, as known as afferent neutrons, they transmit signals to the CNS, skeletal, to the muscle, to either directly or indirectly control muscle movements. Motor neutrons allow us to act in response to external stimuli for instant, during, lasting. Tasting food. The sensory neutrons will send this information to the brain. The brain will then transmit signal through the motor neutrons to encourage the mouth, jaw, and teeth to continue eating the food. Like motors is the one who control you to eat or to tell you to eat, to swallow the food, as well as regulating voluntary movements. The somatic nervous system is also responsible to reflex. This is an involuntary muscle response being controlled by a reflex arc, which is a neutral pathway. For instance, when touching very hot surface, the sensory neutrons activity will be skipped, and instead the brain will send almost instantaneous motor signals to move the hand away from the heat. This is what we call like if we touch hot, this system will telling us not to touch it again because it's hot. Autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system is responsible for accordingly involuntary behavior such as heart rate breathing, and digestion. This system allows this important function to take place without conscious through, so they work automatically. Autonomic nervous system is further divided into two components. Sympathetic nervous system is to flight or to flight. Parasympathetic is to rest and digest. Sympathetic was dilates pupils, inhibits salivation, increases heart rate, bronchial era. I don't know how to pronounce, but these are the organs in our sympathetic and the parasympathetic. This is a diagram of autonomic nervous system. Now you can see like that. Sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system mostly comes into play during times when the body feels it needs to respond to threatening stimuli. This response is called the fight or flight response. During the threatening situation, this system will be responsive by increasing heart rate, activate sweat glands, increase blood flow, and dilate the pupils. It's slow bodily processes that are less important emergencies such as digestion. Parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system relaxes the individual once the emergency has passed. The parasympathetic system aims to maintain normal bodily function. The decreasing activity maintainly it. When this happens, the system will reduce the heart rate, stop the body from sweating, decrease blood flow, constrict the pupils, allowing us to reach a state of rest. The parasympathetic leads to decreased arousal. The two systems have complementary function, operating in tandem to maintain the body homeostasis, a state of equilibrium. This one. You see, guys, this one. Yeah, the nerves of parasympathetic nervous system. Common disease from peripheral nervous system. I don't know how to read that one. Syndrome, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Bray syndrome, chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, and vasculitis. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching my report paper.